Hello, Bobby aka Anarchomedia here, and in this video, I would like to talk about um a favorite topic of mine as an artist, which is how how capitalism uh tends to make art suck and the bad takes that excuse me um that proponents of capitalism, um primarily conservatives and neoliberals, tend to make to justify um that sucking not being a result of the the logic of the perfect free market, even though I know we don't really have a free market, and um and in fact the whole notion of a free market or any sort um of free economic system, when you consider the systemic function of economics in general, doesn't really make logical sense. It's really just an abstract justification for keeping old feudal norms from the old colonialist slavery days in place, and just having it within a market framework and prisons, rather than the old plantation style, but it's still basically the same shit. And the few capitalists that are actually honest will admit this. And in fact, even Adam Smith admitted that part of the job of an entrepreneur is to deceive the masses to serve their own self-interest. So even the father of capitalism knew that shit. And you know what's a secret? Modern capitalists know that shit too. They just don't want you to. Which is why um they constantly pay lobbyists and prop up these corporate think tanks to spew out miles and miles of pro-capitalist propaganda in the guise of education and anti-statist action, when in reality, um, what they're doing is fucking statism. It's just market statism. Or market archism, rather. Like, like statism is a form of archism, but statism is not the limit of archism, contrary to what the so-called ANCAPs would have you believe. Um, Patriarchy, militarism, nationalism, these are all forms of archism as well, and are far more pernicious and toxic than just plain old statism. In fact, when these things are applied to a society-wide level, they typically make statism more toxic by association with these systemic factors. Um, Look at history and you'll find that. This has been Bobby, aka Anarcha Liberty, Equality, Fraternity. Goodbye.